they tell their people, don't read the Quran. You are not a scholar, you won't be able to understand the Quran. Only the scholars who are firmly grounded in the Arabic language can understand the Quran. Don't read the Quran. This is what they say to their followers. The reason why they say that is because their attitude is a cult attitude. Cult. And that is you blind follow your leaders without questioning them. So they have a cult attitude, so they don't want you to have knowledge of your own, so they say, don't read the Quran, because you are not knowledgeable enough to comprehend the Holy Quran. Another problem of theirs. What is minor, they make it major. What is major, they make it minor. So a person wearing his trousers a little below the ankle, they call him the most derogatory names. A mubtadi, a sinner, a fasiq. They come down very hard on that person. But a leader who dismantles the Sharia, they say, don't worry about it. It's kufr dina kufr. On Judgment Day, you won't be asked about the Sharia. Concentrate on yourself. So what is minor, they make it major. What is major, they make it minor. They place on jihad dodgy conditions, erroneous conditions. So first they claim that fabricated hadith, jihad al-nafs, jihad al-akbar, they claim it is sahih. Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah said the hadith is obnoxious. To fight the nafs yourself is the greatest jihad. The hadith is fabricated. But according to the salafis, the hadith is sahih. So you can't even trust their scholars in their classification of hadith, because they classify hadith as fabricated or sahih to coincide with their evil and corrupted desires. Then they claim that you need a caliph before you can make jihad, and Salim Hilali passed that fatwa in Brixton Mosque a few years ago. You can't make jihad without a caliph. Now, this sheikh, Abdul Razak ibn Khalifa said in his book, do you know what he said in this book about this condition? He said they borrowed this aqidah from the Shiites and the Qadianis. Wallahi, he said it. They borrowed this aqidah from the Shiites and the Qadianis. Quote unquote. But the Shiites were wise. They dumped the aqidah when they found out that it's a deviant aqidah, and they fought and overthrew the Shah and implemented their system, which they call Islam. Even though we don't agree 100% with them, that is Islam. So the dodgy aqidah, which the Shiites found out to be evil and erroneous, and the Shiites dump it, the salafis rush to pick it up. Yet they claim that they are the safe sect. So Shiites who we abhor, Shiites who we despise because they insult the Sahabas, Shiites who dump this aqidah because it's not taking them anywhere, the Salafis rush to pick it up. So their state is more pathetic than that of the Shiites. Another dodgy aqidah of theirs in regards to jihad, since there is no jihad without a caliph, there is no jihad nowhere in the world today. So the people who died in Bosnia and in Chechnya and in Afghanistan, they have committed suicide. These people have committed suicide because there is no jihad. And the sheikh said this in his book, in page 22 of his book, Khutut al-Arida. Another claim of theirs is that for you to go to the battlefield and do jihad, you have to be a scholar. You have to be firmly grounded in knowledge. So you, the person who is jahil, you cannot go to the battlefield. You have to stay and become firmly grounded in knowledge before you can go to the battlefield and fight. Now, a man came to the battlefield with the Prophet ﷺ. He was marching with the Prophet in armor, iron armor, and his sword. And he said, "Oh Muhammad, I want to fight with you." The Prophet said, "Did you testify that there is no God but Allah, Muhammad is his messenger?" The man said, "Not yet." The Prophet said, "Testify to that, then you fight." The man took his shahada. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. He went straight to the battlefield. He fought. He killed many kafirs, and he himself got killed. He didn't pray a single rak'ah. He didn't have any time for that. He didn't even memorize Surah Fatiha. He didn't have time for that. Iman entered his heart. He took his shahada. He went straight to the battlefield, fought. He killed many kafirs, and he himself got killed. And he died a shaheed. The Prophet said, "Amila qaleel wa ajruhu kathir." He He did a little, but his reward is great. When did this man have time to be firmly grounded in knowledge of Aqidah, Fiqh, Usul al-Fiqh, Tawheed, Sharia, Islamic history, Hadith, Ulum al-Quran, Ulum al-Hadith? When did he have time to study all these sciences? He didn't have any time. So where did you get your condition from that you need to be firmly grounded in knowledge before you can go to the battlefield? So this condition, it was definitely the shaitan who whispered to them to place these conditions and jihad, so that while you are there firmly trying to be firmly grounded in knowledge, their kafir paymasters are digging in. They are bolstering their forces, becoming stronger and stronger day by day, because you abandon their kafir paymasters and you are trying to be firmly grounded in knowledge. So the leaders are trying to be stronger and stronger while you abandon your jihad. Every scholar of theirs signs on with a leader. And I've already asked you the question which I asked. How can you trust a person who signed on with someone who collects wealth from someone who hates Islam and Muslims? That scholar of theirs could never be sincere. Ibn Taymiyyah in his fatwa, and the reason why we quote a lot from the fatwa of Ibn Taymiyyah, because they claim that he, Ibn Taymiyyah, is their scholar. In volume 35, page 373 of his book, Majmu' Fatawa, said, متى ترك العالم ما علم واتبع الحاكم في حكمه المخالف لكتاب الله وسنة الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم كان هذا العالم مرتدا كافرا يستحق العقوبة في الدنيا والآخرة. Anytime a leader, anytime a scholar leaves off his knowledge and follows the hakim, the ruler, in his leadership, a leadership that goes against Quran and Sunnah, that scholar becomes a murtad, an apostate, a kafir, deserves to be punished both in this life and in the hereafter. Their scholars pass inconsistent fatwas. So take, for example, a scholar like Ibn Baz, who said to some Muslims who wanted to topple the leadership of Hafiz Assad, can we take help from Saddam Hussein to fight and kill Hafiz Assad and overthrow him? And Ibn Baz said, Saddam Hussein is a Ba'athist and you are not allowed to take help from Kafirs to kill Kafirs. It's haram to take help from Kafirs to kill Kafirs. And he quoted the hadith where the Jew came to the Prophet and said, let me fight with you at Badr. And the Prophet said, you testify that there is no God but Allah, Muhammad is a messenger? The Jew said, I don't testify to that. The Prophet said, get back. I don't seek help from mushrikeen to fight mushrikeen. So the hadith and the fatwa was accurate. But this same scholar who said you cannot take help from Kafirs to kill Kafirs, he passed a fatwa claiming that you are allowed to let the American troops in the Holy Land and take help from the Americans to kill Muslims, the Iraqis. So their scholars have gruesome inconsistencies in their fatwas. And the reason why they contradict themselves is because they are not sincere. Now, since he claimed that you are not allowed to take help from, you're not allowed to take it from Kafirs to kill Kafirs, and he, Bin Baz, claimed that the American troops can come in the Holy Land. Let us see how he contradicts himself. He contradicts himself a third time. First, he said, you're going to take help from Kafirs to kill Kafirs. Then he said, yes, you can let Kafirs in the Holy Land, the American troops, to kill Iraqis. Then he passed another fatwa to contradict that fatwa. I'm sure you have seen this book, the Fatawa regarding women. Look how beautiful their book is. You know, the masjid that the hypocrites built in Medina, what was it called? Masjid Dirar. Did you know that the masjid that the hypocrites built, that masjid was prettier than the masjid of the Prophet? And Allah commanded that it should be torn down. So hypocrites, whenever they build a mosque, very beautiful. Hypocrites, whenever they print a book, very beautiful. Because they want to attract you to their filth. Now here is Bin Baz speaking. Bin Baz let the American troops in. But he didn't realize Allah would disgrace him. So here is Bin Baz speaking. A person asked him, I sent requests